I apologize if the voice sounds a little funny. I just got back from Wisconsin, and who can leave the dairy state without cheese curds and a cold? Alas, I forgot the cheese curds. I like the theme that seems to be building here lately, though, and being from Wisconsin, I do have my fair share of drinking stories, but being a board game aficionado, I also have a fair few stories that involve drinking and board games. So one of my first really drinking game stories came about when I went camping with some friends in northern Wisconsin. I say camping because the place that we were staying at the time had more amenities than the apartment I was living in, including air conditioning, gas stoves, and reliable internet. But anyway, we were there with 10 other people, and we decided to play a game of drinking phase 10. And if you're not familiar with phase 10, it's a very basic game. I guess it's very similar to Rummy. I've never played Rummy, but you try and collect groupings of cards that match whatever level you're at the time. And we decided to play it with the penalty of if you had the most points at the end of the hand, once someone goes out, then you had to take the shot. Oh, I'm gonna kill you. Sorry, the weed whacking guy decided to come outside my window just as I start filming, because of course. So anyway, we decided on this rule that if you had the most points at the end of the hand, then you had to take the shot. Which was fine. We started with the person to my left, started the round of hands, and we went out, and I had quite a few wilds in my hand, which would have been really great if I would have had a turn, because I would have been able to go out on the first hand, but he decided to, someone went out before me, so I had the most points, so I got the first shot, and the second shot, and the third shot. Seriously? You're gonna come back again? I'm so sorry. Okay, seriously, this guy must have some sort of crush on one of my neighbors or something, because he never spends this long here, I swear to God. Oh my God. So anyway, I had the first, second, third shot, I think the fifth, seventh, and ninth shots as well. And basically, at that point, I was trashed. I mean, it wasn't like we were doing something really hard, but it was Apple Jacks that were stronger than they had any right to be. So yeah, basically we ended the game, everybody decided to go outside and roast marshmallows, and I got to lay on the couch trying really, really hard not to vomit. Not the best camping experience, but hey, there weren't any bugs in my sleeping bag, so that's cool. More recently, we played this game called Snake Oil, which seemed like just a regular party game, but then I saw it was Mensa approved, so I was like, well, that's pretty cool. It also lends itself really well to drinking because it's one of those games where confidence is key. Basically, it's like apples to apples, but instead of your judge just, being a judge for whatever reason, the judge actually gets a card that says what kind of character they are. And then everyone else who's playing has 6 cards in their hand with a single word each, and you have to combine 2 of them into an item and then sell it to the character that the judge is. So for our first hand, our judge was a professional wrestler, so naturally I offered him a razor helmet. I mean, seriously, what could be better for a professional wrestler than a razor helmet? It's got offensive purposes, it's got defensive purposes, and when you're done, you can shave your face with it. The more we drank, the better it got, and one of my friends had a combination that he thought could win, and he looked so ashamed, and it was almost like he was reading off one of those, those knife salesman scripts, like, I'm gonna say all the words, but I really don't want to. Oh God, this is so terrible, even though he was coming up with the script by himself. That one is a great drinking and card game. Alright, and this last one isn't specifically about a board game, but it was a game that we came up with during a party. I was having a Halloween party. We started pretty early. Towards the end of the night, people started stumbling in, and some of us came up with this really great idea that every time someone walked into the apartment, that we would have to try and get them caught up to the level of drunkenness that we were at. And one of my friends, actually 2 of my friends, had made Skittles vodka. So anytime they would walk in, we would bombard them with shots and say, okay, you have to drink shots and catch up. But, we didn't want them to be lonely naturally, so then we drank some ourselves. And then there was one of my friends, a mysterious man dressed as a luchador, and a certain other St. Elmo's Fire member who was encouraging him, and he would yell out, "Uno más!" And then the luchador would yell out, "Uno más!" And then everybody else would yell, "Sí!" And then we would take another round of shots, and, you know, that was a really great game until it wasn't. So the next morning we all woke up, and 3 of us wanted to watch the Packer game, and the rest of the people who were still there didn't. So we were sitting around the couch, and we just happened to be the 3 drunkest people from the night before, so therefore the most hungover people. And so we're watching the Packer game, and everyone else is sitting around quietly, and every time the Packers scored, we go, yeah! Oh god, oh god, oh god. So yeah, those are my drinking endgame stories. Bad choices are usually involved, and they're the best nights I can't hardly remember.